This video is brought to you by hoodbeast.com. Design your own custom hoodies. hoodbeast.com.
What's up, everybody? It's Seth Fowler, and today I'm reviewing probably one of the most hyped sneakers of the next couple months, the brand new Skechers Yeezy. I'm sorry, I meant the Skechers Modern Jogger. Also, instead of Kanye, they got Mark Nason. Who needs Kanye when you got this guy? I'm not even sure if Mark Nason is a real guy or if it's just a copy of Marc Jacobs or some other designer. Mark Nason, if you are a designer, bro, does this dude even exist? Let me look him up. Mark. So there is a Mark Nason. Okay. So he originally started doing Italian boots, and now he works with Skechers. So, wow, every single one of these shoes looks like a knockoff Adidas sneaker. What the hell? Whatever, that's not important. What's important is that he teamed up with Skechers to bring us something so groundbreaking, so culture shifting, as I mentioned before, that I don't think even Kanye West could have accomplished something like this. Or maybe he already did, and people are just trying to ride the gravy train. I don't know. So without further ado, let me introduce you guys to the future of footwear, the Skechers Modern Jogger. If you guys don't recognize it from this side, that's fine. You know what? Check out this side and you might have some idea where they may have gotten their inspiration from. That's a shit shoe. This is a piece of shit shoe. So starting off with the upper, you've got this beautifully woven sport knit upper, as Skechers calls it. There's another company that does something similar. I'm not sure exactly what company or what the name is, but it's a very similar material. You could almost say that maybe that company copied off of this company. I'm not sure if it was the other way around or what the deal was, but this sport knit, it's pretty breathable. It's pretty comfortable. There is one thing I really want to point out that I thought was very innovative. Mark Nason and the team over at Skechers seem to have gotten their inspiration from zebras or tigers or something like that. I'm not sure exactly where they could have gotten this pattern from, but it's this sort of linear streak pattern. And the really interesting thing is that if you look closely, you can actually see bits of orange coming through, which is interesting. One thing that might deter a lot of you sneakerheads out there who are into really high fashion and just really groundbreaking sneakers in general is that it has this crazy orange neon stripe on the side. That's crazy. That's insane. I'm just blown away by the color and the originality. Man, shit. This is ridiculous. Of course, because this is the modern jogger, you do want to have a little flash of color so that if you're running at night, people can see you on the road. This is a safety precaution, and that's my only thought as to why they could have done that. My one thought is why didn't they put this on the outside of the shoe? You know, I feel like it really would have taken the shoe to the next level, but instead they went for this side, which, you know what? More power to them. They know what they're doing. They are the geniuses behind this sneaker, so I'm not going to question it anymore. Not only that, but it looks like the upper of the shoe has a stitch right down the middle. However, it doesn't actually look like there's any reason for the stitching, but you know what? It kind of reminds me of Frankenstein. It's almost like they're Frankensteining, you know, two concepts together, a trash shoe with just, you know, a hype sneaker, and maybe that's why they're doing that. I'm not sure, but that's what that reminds me of. I wonder if I pulled that out, if that would make the shoe fall apart, or if it's literally just there to be a piece of shit copy. Moving up the shoe, you have these round laces that really help tighten the shoe if you need it. In order to combat any kind of ankle chafing, they've added this little piece of material around the top, which I found that actually, rather than helping with ankle chafing, it increased it, which, you know what, I think it's an important thing to think about, because really this shoe isn't so much a shoe as it is a work of art. So everything was done specifically to be original and to be different. So this makes you question the concept of sneakers and whether they're supposed to be comfortable or whether they're supposed to make you think about how great your life is, and how bad it could be if you were to wear this sneaker. Inside the sneaker, you actually have this wonderful non-removable insole called the Sport Knit Air-Cooled Memory Foam Luxe insole by Mark Nason. Moving down the sneaker, we've got this wonderful foam or plasticky midsole. It's something that I've experienced a lot in higher end sneakers. It's something that really brings you back, like I said before, not so much to comfort, but more to knowing that you're wearing something on your foot. And I think that's important. Support is minimal, which, you know, not the worst thing in the world. Ground feel, on the other hand, is incredible. It really does feel like you're just walking on really stiff, hard pavement all the time, and I love that. In the midfoot of the shoe, you've also got this black chunk here, which is much stiffer than the rest of the midsole, and I think that's there just to kind of give you a little bit of extra pain in that part of the foot. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention, if you guys are not happy with this sport jogger model, there is actually a dress shoe model. So if you guys aren't happy with the laid back aesthetic of the shoe, you can upgrade to a dressier model, which to be honest, definitely looks classier. You can wear that to weddings, funerals, anything you need to. That orange stripe really brings that pop and that extra oomph to the sneaker. Now that we've got the review out of the way, let's throw these guys on feet and see how they look. In all seriousness, it's disappointing that Skechers would go and do something like that, trying to copy off a really hype sneaker that all us sneakerheads really like and really enjoy, and creating just this discount piece of shit. Unfortunately, it's probably gonna sell. And it's also frustrating that even though this is a blatant ripoff, with the only change really being moving the stripe from the outside of the sneaker to the inside and maybe changing the outsole a little bit, that they're still gonna be able to get away with this because they just knew how to get around the patents. They had the money to have a great legal team and can fight any battles they need to, because I know Skechers and Zara both have gone to war with Adidas over things like this. And all I've really got to say for that is just don't support brands that do this. I personally never liked Skechers. I of course wore them when I was a kid, but it's not a brand that I would give my money to regardless, because I'm into sneakers and they don't create the kind of shoes that I'm into. But it's almost the same sort of thing as buying fake sneakers. The difference being that the money that Skechers makes just go to their higher ups and their employees and things like that, whereas fakes, you know, that could go to other things like illegal activity, who knows. But just supporting people who do this sort of thing and knock people off so blatantly, I'm just not okay with that. So I will be returning these, no question. And I just hope that you guys don't make the same mistake and buy these sneakers, because this is garbage in every sense of the word. And if your argument is you want to buy these so you look like you have Yeezys on because you don't have enough money to buy Yeezys, then maybe just buy a different sneaker altogether, because you don't have to have Yeezys to be cool. You don't have to have hype sneakers to make you who you are. Just buy sneakers that you like because you like them, and don't support shitty brands like Skechers. That's pretty much it for the video today, guys. Make sure to leave a comment in the comment section down below letting me know what you think of the modern jogger, and I'm not going to ask you guys if you're going to grab one for yourself, because let's be honest, no one is. But rather than doing that, let me know which sneaker brand and which sneaker in particular knocked off the Yeezy the most. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to Seth Fowler if you want to see more content just like this. Maybe not just like this, but you know, with other sneakers. And make sure to follow me on all of the forms of social media, on Instagram, on Twitter. All the links for that sort of stuff will be in the description below.